Chinese New Year. Welcome to the Year of the Horse. In ancient times, horses bore diverse and irreplaceable responsibilities. They were an essential productive force in agriculture, the sole carrier of long-distance communication, and a vital source of mobility on the battlefield. Across cultures and throughout history, the horse has symbolized endurance, freedom, loyalty, and the quiet strength to keep moving forward. For this reason, the horse has remained a powerful and enduring subject in artistic expression. In the modern history of Chinese art, Xu Beihong stands as the most iconic figure in horse painting. By fusing traditional Chinese brushwork with Western artistic techniques, his galloping horses came to embody freedom, resilience, and indomitable fighting spirit in times of adversity. Today, we take a closer look at Xu Beihong and his horse paintings. We also explore the stories behind these works and the deeper cultural symbolism of the horse in China. Xu Beihong is a household name in China. A master of both oil painting and Chinese ink and wash, he is widely regarded as one of the most influential figures in 20th century Chinese art. The horse is a recurring theme in Xu Beihong's art and a defining emblem of his artistic accomplishment.
古代画马的这个取材呢，一般是皇帝的马厩里边的马。
Traditional Chinese painters loved portraying the famous horses from the imperial stables. These horses were usually well-fed and powerfully built, sometimes even a little on the heavy side. That kind of appearance weakens their fighting spirit. Xu Beihong's horses are different. They're often wild horses, running free or galloping at full speed, full of vitality and combativeness.
Dr. Tang Pei-yun, a researcher at the Xu Beihong Memorial Museum, walks me through their special exhibition devoted to Xu's horse paintings, alongside the late artist's personal collection of horse-themed artworks from traditional Chinese art. With 2026 being the Year of the Horse in the Chinese lunar calendar, Dr. Tang says that the exhibition takes the horse as its theme and places particular emphasis on developing a carefully considered narrative.
这次这个马呢是主题，是有一些比较特别的精心之处的。首先，徐悲鸿画马呢可以说是举世闻名。
We launched this exhibition because, first of all, Xu Beihong's horse paintings are world famous and deeply loved in China. Secondly, many people may not know that Xu Beihong was also a passionate art collector. His collection includes artistic treasures from the Tang, Song, Yuan, Ming, and Qing dynasties. This exhibition gives us a chance to show how horses were depicted across different periods of Chinese art history, which is a refreshing new angle.
The exhibition presents Xu Beihong's horse painting journey in 3 chapters. The first explores his inheritance of traditional Chinese horse painting. The second highlights his works created during the War of Resistance against Japanese aggression from 1931 to 1945. The third chapter focuses on his later paintings, which express peace and hope after the founding of the People's Republic of China. Together, these sections allow viewers to trace the evolution of Xu Beihong's artistic style over time. Born in 1895 in Yixing, Jiangsu province, Xu Beihong began his artistic journey at a very early age. At 6, he started studying classical Chinese literature and calligraphy under his father's guidance. By the age of 9, he had already embarked on formal training in traditional Chinese painting. Dr. Tang explains that Xu Beihong's fascination with horses can be traced back to his father, Xu Dazhang, a respected calligrapher and painter himself who was especially skilled in figure painting, but also enjoyed painting animals.
这就影响到了徐悲鸿，所以徐悲鸿呢，从小呢也特别喜欢画动物。
This had a strong influence on Xu Beihong. From a young age, he developed a special affection for animal painting, especially horses. After his father passed away, Xu Beihong went to Shanghai to make a living. Life was difficult at first, but his exceptional skill in painting horses eventually helped him overcome those hardships.
In Shanghai, Xu initially supported himself through commercial and private commissions. As his reputation grew within China's art circles, he began his teaching career. In 1919, Xu Beihong traveled to France to study oil painting and sketching on a government scholarship. He spent several years traveling and studying in Europe, where he closely observed Western realism. While studying abroad, Xu frequently visited horse farms on the outskirts of Paris to sketch and study equine anatomy. He once mentioned that he produced more than 1,000 horse sketches during the period. After returning to China, Xu's horse paintings underwent a dramatic transformation, revealing a bold fusion of Chinese ink painting and Western techniques. According to Dr. Tang Pei-yun, this marked a major breakthrough in a horse painting tradition that had remained largely unchanged for centuries.
徐悲鸿笔下的马和传统的马呢，是有很大不同的。这个最重要的不同，
The key influence lies in Xu Beihong's integration of Western techniques, especially sketching. To be more specific, perspective, anatomy, proportion, light and shadow, all of these came from his Western art training. These elements fundamentally changed how horses appeared in Xu Beihong's Chinese painting and set him apart from other traditional Chinese painters.
Xu Beihong's horse painting style is distinctive and highly recognizable. For viewers, the most striking features of Xu's horses are their pronounced skeletal and muscular structures, along with subtle chiaroscuro effects and dynamic perspectives. In his works, some horses charge directly toward the viewer, others are shown from the side, creating dramatic spatial shifts. One iconic example is his Galloping horse, painted in 1941 during the Second World War.
当这个日军第二次进攻长沙的时候，徐悲鸿就心急如焚。
It was created when the invading Japanese army launched its second attack on Changsha. Xu Beihong was extremely anxious. He longed for another victory like the First Battle of Changsha. It was under these circumstances that he painted Galloping Horse, which is sometimes called the Changsha Battle Horse. His emotions can be clearly felt in the inscription on the painting.
In the painting, the horse surges forward, mane and tail flying, nostrils flat as if breathing heavily. Its anatomy is rendered with striking realism, yet the medium the artist used was still ink, brush, and traditional xuan paper.
当然，他不是拿中国的工具去画西方的素描。
He was not using Chinese tools to simply imitate Western sketches. His works are still fundamentally ink and wash paintings. His horses are still freehand style of Chinese ink painting. The expressive brushwork remains central, only now enriched by Western compositional elements.
According to researcher Tang Pei-yun, historically and artistically, Xu Beihong carried forward the millennia-old legacy of Chinese horse painting while pushing it into a modern era. Many of Xu Beihong's works draw inspiration from classical Chinese literature, including the Book of Songs, as well as traditional poetry and historical texts. In Chinese culture, the phrase 千里马, a steed capable of running 1,000 miles a day, is often used as a metaphor for exceptional talent. Xu Beihong, the great painter of horses, also painted his own fine steed. Dr. Tang takes me to Xu Beihong's 1931 work titled 九方高, also known as The Horse Judge.
九方高相马是徐悲鸿画的一个比较经典的一个。
This is one of Xu Beihong's representative works, and one he was particularly fond of. The black horse at the center is the only horse in his oeuvre depicted wearing reins. It looks toward Zhou Fanggao, the horse judge, with excitement, front hoofs raised and eyes shining.
The story comes from Lizi, an ancient philosophical text. In the tale, a king seeks a legendary fine steed capable of running 1,000 miles a day. Bo, the most well-known horse judge, recommends Zhu Fanggao for the job. Zhu Fanggao informs the king that he has found the fine steed, a chestnut-colored mare. What he presents to the king, however, is a black stallion. But Bo tells the displeased king that this exactly shows that Zhu Fanggao is a great horse judge, because he identifies a horse talent not by appearance, but by its inner qualities. Of course, the black horse turns out to be a real fine steed.
徐悲鸿对此说得非常明确。徐悲鸿说，这个马和人也是一样的。
Through this artwork, Xu Beihong clearly expressed the idea that talented people long to be recognized by leaders who truly understand them, so they can work together toward shared goals.
After the founding of the People's Republic of China in 1949, Xu Beihong continued painting horses, but their meaning shifted. His later works became odes to peace and hope for the future.
可以说，徐悲鸿一生从小，一直到去世吧，一直。
Throughout his life, Xu Beihong never stopped painting horses. Whether during war or peace, he used them to inspire resilience, celebrate heroes, and express aspirations for a better future.
Xu Beihong lived through one of the most turbulent periods in modern Chinese history. His horses are depicted free and wild, full of vitality. They are either galloping, grazing, or neighing. These works were a reflection of Xu's personal ideals. The vigor, freedom, and resilience the horses embody in his paintings also resonated with the nation's aspirations of the time.
徐悲鸿画马的标志性的形象，里边也蕴含了很深的文化内涵。
Xu Beihong's iconic horses carry profound cultural meaning. They embody the Chinese admiration for perseverance and vitality, the spirit of forging ahead despite challenges. So his horses became a vivid vessel for this cultural heritage.
Xu Beihong passed away in 1953, but is widely regarded as the artist who laid the foundation for modern Chinese art. So, how do today's audiences feel about his horses? At the Beijing Financial Street Shopping Center, where another Xu Beihong exhibition is underway, I spoke with two visitors.
我在马瑞就是我们之前就是对徐悲鸿画马这个事情。
My name is Marie. I always knew Xu Beihong was famous for painting horses, but this exhibition showed me he also painted birds like eagles and cormorants. They're just as vivid and alive as his horses.
然后和他的马其实我觉得可以并驾齐驱。
我姓赵，对，因为
Hi, my name is Zhao. Xu Beihong was a well-known artist. We've learned about Xu Beihong since primary school. Seeing his horse paintings in the year of the horse feels special. His horses are full of motion. Standing in front of them, you almost share the painter's angle of view.
Galloping across history and time, Xu Beihong's horses continue to run, carrying with them spirit, strength, and the enduring pulse of Chinese culture. With that, we conclude this episode of Footprints. Thanks for listening. If you are interested in hearing more about the lives of ordinary but incredible people in China, follow us wherever you get your podcasts. Just key in Footprints and you can find more stories anytime, anywhere. I'm Ningjun, wishing you a prosperous Year of the Horse. Bye for now.